What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to T3G. My name is Dalibor, and today we're just doing a quick channel update. A couple things that are going to be happening, some plans, and basically kind of what you can look forward to the rest of this year and potentially going into 2021. Now, the first thing I will say is that you make sure you go out and vote. November 3rd is the day. If you have not sent in mail-in ballots yet, don't go in and vote or drop that off in a drop box to make sure that it is there. This might be the one. You know, Philip DeFranco keeps saying it. Season and or series finale of America. And boy, it's been a ride. Now, as far as the future of this channel, I'm super excited to say that we've grown. Our viewership has gone up. Thanks to those LG Wing videos. If you haven't seen them, this bad boy is doing well for us. And I'm glad I got it for no reason than to have reviewed something that is different than what everyone else is reviewing, which is primarily the Pixel and now the iPhone and all that other stuff. So thankfully I got something interesting to have, plus something interesting to talk about. And it has very applicable things, such as today I did some vlogging with the dual recording. So not only has it been a benefit to the channel as far as viewership and numbers, it definitely has helped me in just day-to-day life. So like, I actually am enjoying using it. I've got a bigger video that I'm working on that's gonna be going into 2021 that I've already filmed stuff for, and I've already compiled stuff for, and I'm working with my buddy Nick at TacForm to put together the pieces, what is necessary for it, and we're gonna be building the ultimate mobile podcasting rig. So I'm super excited about that, but that is, you know, a longer project for sure. I'm going to be dedicating some time pretty much on a daily basis to the Darius Britt Budget Film School, because I didn't finish that and I still do want to finish it. I've got a couple ideas as far as getting more into like a schedule of getting some stuff done. So plus I'm gonna have Sundays off now, so that should hopefully lend itself to maybe getting some dope scenery and just being able to go and shoot stuff without, you know, thousands of cars. And even though it's the situation that we have in the world, people are still flocking to things in theaters and places of gather at much higher rates than I would expect and prefer. So it's been very difficult to get kind of just shots of places and just shots of scenery without being like, oh, there is still a bunch of people out here, even though we're not supposed to be. On top of that, I've been really wanting to push forward with the Honest Tech Support series, and I have a couple ideas for some smaller kind of solo videos that would be within that universe, and I really kind of want to just build this whole thing out a little more. That's kind of, I've talked about this before, that is one of the things that I was concerned about, is when I look back at the script, it felt more like I'm pitching this basically from like the last 2 weeks of this guy's job. Like, he's just done with this. He's just been mad. It's like he's already been mad, he's gotten mad, and now he's just in those last few days, weeks of like done, just about to get fired. And he's just, he's so incredibly bitter that I don't know that, like, it might not come off as funny as I want it to, because the guy, like, the way we wrote it is he's just kind of an asshole. And that's not the point. The point is that he's just fed up with the job. And so we're gonna need a little more buildup of, hey, this guy like did like his job at one point and did enjoy doing the stuff he's doing, but then there's all these little things that add up. So that's kind of what I'm trying to expand out and kind of give a little more narrative flow to it. It was one of those things that when I first thought of it, it was gonna be these like dumb, short, funny skits. And now I'm just like, it just doesn't feel like enough. You know, it just doesn't feel like a cohesive amount. And honestly, I think it comes from watching, what is that damn channel? Nope, I'm gonna drop it right here because I don't remember what it's called right now. But they do a bunch of these skits, and they're just standalone sketches. And I would say at least 50% of the time for me, they don't hit. It's just this like one scenario, and you know, it's a 3-minute video, and basically I'm supposed to know everything I need to know about these characters to like one person, not like one person. Sometimes it does not hit. I mean, yeah, some of it does come across as like a really well-crafted joke. Other stuff feels like it would be way better if you had more context. Like, if it was a 10-minute video, you saw the build up to this, it'd be better. So I think that's kind of where it came from, why I want to kind of flesh out this character in this universe a little more. I know I said I was going to shoot that mafioso skit. I think I'm just going to call it Jimmy. I think I was going to shoot, I really had intentions of shooting it then, but then I need someone to bring the camera, the way I want it done, I need someone to bring the camera in to the spot where I need it. And I've realized that I can do the rest of it without that part. I can do the rest of it without that and just do that last. But that is also when I started growing this beard out and I realized, oh, like I need to shave that. I was like, wait, do I? Like, this guy feels like he'd have some facial hair, you know, like Eastern European gangster guy. I feel like he'd have some facial hair. So I figured I might as well leave it on and hopefully it'll add to the character. I think I'm gonna go no glasses, just a little, I don't know, a little more in the eyes, a little more Jimmy, fucking Jimmy. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going with that. But I'm gonna film most of it, and then I'm just gonna have somebody. It's getting darker sooner too now, so like it'll be a little easier to execute this. Before it was like 7:30, 8 o'clock when it was getting dark. Now it's like 6:30 when it's getting dark, and it's easier to get that dark shot, night shot. When I drop a video that does not have the facial hair, you know that I've gotten that done, and it's just a matter of editing and putting it out. I have an enormous list. Actually, I'll show you guys kind of far from the camera, but I have a pretty enormous list. Where's my notes? That should probably be on my home screen. I'm still like getting stuff organized, so not everything is right where I want it to be, but like, here, I'm not, these are all different. So these are all separate ideas. Each line is a separate idea. This is honest tech support. This is a specific short, sci-fi short. See, like there's scrolling involved. Like there's a lot of ideas. So there's a lot of stuff that I want to do. The reality of it is that some of this stuff requires a second person to shoot because there's movement involved and there's just no way around that. And I can't just be like, yo, hottest, like now's the time, let's film this. Like, man's got responsibilities. My wife is at work most of the day. So it's like, I have to figure it out myself or not. So some of this stuff is just gonna have to wait until there is more of an opportunity to kind of hang out or have free time, or, you know, like I said, I'm gonna be off Sundays. My wife is off Sundays. I'm gonna conscript her into some holding the camera and pressing record kind of things. I have these moments where I'm like, oh, I kind of want to start another channel and do comic book stuff, like just comic book stuff. And then I'm like, nah, like that's just gonna be another thing I have to do and another layer of stuff I want to deal with. And I'm like, nah, we're gonna skip that for now. We're gonna skip that until we get like big enough where I can afford an editor, and then I can just film, send the files, film, send the files, and just, that'll be easy. That'll be easy one day. But for now, I'm doing all the work, so, you know, it is what it is. So my insights on comic books will have to wait. And of course, catch the Tangents podcast, because once in a while we do get into some comic book stuff. Links down below, up above, all over the place. We were on a hiatus for a couple weeks, but I'm going to be dropping one this Sunday, and I'm literally just sent out a text. We're going to be scheduling something for the week after election. This coming week after the election, to talk about the election, talk about what. Well, we're putting in bets now as to what might happen, and then we're going to discuss what happened and kind of what we thought and why we, you know, conversations will happen. I don't know why I'm trying to explain a podcast to you. Like, you know what a podcast is. And ours is the Tangents podcast, so make sure you go and subscribe. Now, the final thing I want to talk about is not necessarily actually for this channel, but some of the stuff that I will be working on. I will be working on a documentary series. I actually don't remember if I've brought this up on this channel before, but yeah, I'm going to be working on a documentary series called Small Business Spotlight. Literally was going to film the first episode the Saturday after the Friday when everything got shut down. We had planned it. I was like, I'm coming at this time. And then they shut everything down, and I messaged him. I'm like, so I guess I'm not coming Saturday. So I'm gonna try to work something out and figure something out where I can go before he opens the shop or something. We are gonna be doing the first episode still with Jason from Got Comics Inc. up in Glendale Heights, because that's my guy. That's my guy, and I gotta give him some love. And you know, he's been super accommodating and getting me some stuff, finding some stuff for me. And to the point that like there are some things that came in that I was like, oh shit, I forgot I asked you to get this. So he's on top of it. he's on top of it, even if you are not. My intent with that was to pivot that first episode into a pitch, essentially, for what was called the Adobe Creative Residency. But anyway, yeah, the Adobe Creative Residency, which is no longer a thing, apparently, at least not the way it used to be. It is now this grant thing where they give a bunch of people money. So, hey, maybe I'll get some money out of this to fund this project, but it'll be pretty exciting. But that's all going to be on the Nexus channel. Only a couple videos there right now, so if you want to check that out. That's just old. They're actually very old videos for some client work that we did several years back. And that going forward, that's where the Small Business Spotlight is going to be. Any future client videos or stuff like that, that's all going to be on that channel. But I wanted to bring that up because I'm going to be doing behind the scenes, kind of how I set things up, how I light things. And I'm very interested to see kind of how I progress with that. That's going to be my own little documentary journey. You know, like lighting is very important. Audio is very important. And there's been a few things that I want to film that kind of will require a mix of everything, mix of all of that. So that's why I want to ramp up the shorts as well. I want to do more shorts because I really want to get on top of lighting and audio at all times. I don't want to put out anything with bad audio. I think this camera has decent audio, which is why I don't typically record myself with this. But other than like product testing, like with the Wing, with the action cam that I did, with the action cam that I'm going to be doing coming up, although I recognized that we lost a bunch of clips, actually had to cut a lot of stuff because of the wind noise. So I'm going to be wearing a lav because I want to have all of the video that I shoot in the video instead of, man, just like I said, chunks missing because the wind just destroyed the audio. Man, like to the point where I couldn't even like subtitle it because I didn't know what I was saying. I couldn't tell. It was so windy that I couldn't hear myself. Like you just hear like half a word sometimes. Man, that was so disappointing. Bummer. But yeah, we're gonna be working on this other camera soon. Not soon, this weekend, probably shooting it Sunday and Monday and then putting it out Tuesday, which will bring us to, I think, pretty much everything that's pending for review. What do we do going forward? Subscribe and find out. That's gonna be it. I feel like I'm just gonna get into rambling at this point, but yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, please drop them down below. I have no interest in doing this regularly. Honestly, last week I didn't know what to do a video on, and even with this, I sat here probably for 10 minutes staring at the camera like, what do I talk about? But then I realized that I did want to do a update video. I was thinking about it this week, actually. I was thinking about doing it monthly, but I was like, nah, we don't have enough going on. Maybe down the line, again, you know, when I have an editor and all this stuff, and there's just a bunch of stuff going on. But for now, yeah, I don't know, quarterly, who knows? Let's call this end of year. Who knows? We'll do one in January. We'll do one in January. We'll call that a kickoff. Set some goals, set some plans, and maybe set a real schedule. I mean, we're on a schedule, Tuesdays and Thursdays, pretty consistent. It's only 9 o'clock. I'm gonna get this out before 10:30, before midnight. Listen, stop badgering me. We're on a schedule. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.